The author and I do agree that people lie on social media. That's the nature of social media, to inflate your self-esteem, to make your friends jealous, and to lie about how wonderful your life is. He says that Google searches are more honest and revolutionary. He prefers this to social media data. But maybe my Google searches are just my curiosity, not my true thoughts or feelings. Now you have to know your customer to market to them. And Seth thinks he knows the customer better than they know themselves through our searches that reveal our hidden feelings, desires, and fears. I'm not naive. I know that everybody lies. It's human nature and not anything new. In the book written in 1991 by James Patterson and Peter Kim, The Day America Told the Truth, they discovered that 91% or 9 out of 10 Americans lie regularly. Back then in the 1990s, using their state-of-the-art research techniques, Patterson and Kim used a superficial 5-minute poll to conduct the largest survey of private morals ever undertaken in this country. Their subjects included sex, drugs, patriotism, the work ethic, and surprisingly, they found that racism is thriving. Sounds like the same ideas that Seth learned from his studies of internet searches. One online blogger commented that this book is a polished display of some of the early fruits of big data science. Its principal defect, he said, is that it doesn't say enough about how many of the fruits are rotten. We can get good marketing ideas from sources of big data, social media, Google searches, public data, and transactions. Transactions, that's where you're going to find the real truth, how people spend their money. It's necessary to provide some context of the data that is gathered so that it can be used for the marketing techniques. A point that I felt was missing from this book. I see the point. Big data and data science is not bigger or stronger than ever. It is bigger and stronger than ever, excuse me. It's been a hot topic for the last 5 years or so. He points out in the book, Everybody Lies, that social science is becoming a real science. And this new real science is poised to improve our lives. I did enjoy the book, but I didn't find anything jaw-dropping about it that convinced me that this is the best way. It may be cheaper and easier, but in the end, is it better than any other scientific ways to collect data? One of my favorite parts of the book was the way that Seth decided to conclude his book. He just stopped writing. No more agonizing over writing a conclusion. He just stopped because big data had proven to him that people rarely finish a book. They only read the first 50 pages or so, which goes to show that it's how we interpret data that matters. I'll conclude my review in the words of a poet who never did one Google search in his life, William Shakespeare. To thine own self be true.